Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's presentation with List Perfectly. I've got Liz O'Kane joining me. Say hi, Liz.
Hi.
There we go. Perfect.
All right.
All right.
So I'm Liz. I am a List Perfectly user. And today, just presenting really what List Perfectly is, how it helps sellers, and a demo of the 3 plans that they offer. First off, what is List Perfectly? List Perfectly is a tool to help sellers cross-post to multiple platforms. Currently, they offer 12 platforms. They help sellers manage inventory, access sales analytics, download sales reports, and the main thing is they save a bunch of time on listing and cross-posting to reach new customers across platforms and to help you grow your sales. So how does that help you? So within List Perfectly, they help you reach diverse buyers and scale sales on the multiple marketplaces that we just talked about, the 12 marketplaces, which we're going to get into. They are going to help you with inventory. They can help you with inventory management. They offer unlimited listings to store in what's called your catalog. And each of those listings, you can have up to 30 high-res photos. You get unlimited cross-posting to up to 12 platforms. Save time with bulk cross-listing, and again, sales analytics. They do offer 3 different plans. Pick the one that's right for you. I'll just leave this slide up really quick. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually just show you what List Perfectly does with each of the plans. So you can see the simple plan and everything that it offers, the business plan and everything that it offers, and the pro plan and everything that it offers. The main thing I'm going to touch on today and show is what information is copied during cross-posting for each of the plans. Like I've told Dana, I could probably sit here and talk to you for 3 hours about List Perfectly and what each plan does, but I'm going to kind of today give you kind of the down and dirty and take questions at the end in case I miss anything or any additional questions. With each of these programs, you can see that List Perfectly does offer a 3-day or up to 20 cross-post money-back guarantee with each of the programs. What I'm going to do really quick is go in and show you List Perfectly. This is the main menu of each and every one of their plans. Today I'm going to start, now I'm going to start with the simple plan. After this, I'm going to show you the business plan and then the pro plan. This main menu looks the same for whatever plan you're on. My products is my catalog. Remember earlier I said every plan has unlimited storage in your catalog, which is basically your listings. Today I'm going to show you, I'm just going to jump right into it. Hey, I want to list this vintage 1960s Sears Hawaiian Fashions floral tiki dress. As you can see, for the sake of time, I've went ahead and loaded that listing. If I were to come in and say, hey, I need to list this listing, I can simply push add product. And this is my listing flow for the simple plan. I can choose my pictures, upload it, type my product title, type my description, and save it. For the sake of this demo, I'm keeping it right here. I didn't give it enough time for the pictures to load. For the sake of this demo, I'm simply going to show the cross-posting. You can cross-post your item to currently with the simple plan, there are 9, soon to be 10. Heroin is getting added sometime in June to these 10 marketplaces. Let's say I want to add this to eBay and Etsy. I can select whichever ones fit and copy. So I'm going to back up a moment. because I got all of my information for this dress, right? Like, I am not a vintage seller. I don't know much about this Hawaiian dress. So what I do is I go to WorthPoint. Remember when I was creating my listing, add product to my catalog, I need to see, how do I price my item? What are some good keywords? We come to WorthPoint. I'm going to type in my Sears Hawaiian fashions and search. I know that this is a clothing item, so I'm going to select my category to kind of narrow that down. Apply my filters, and this is going to give me a good idea of how to price my item. So I always like to kind of go high to low to get a really good idea. And I also like to flip back to sale date so I can see the most recent. And I like to kind of mix the two together to see where to get my price at. So that is how I came up with some titles and my price for this item. Something else I like to do when I look in WorthPoint is I like to kind of see some of the keywords that were used for some of these higher priced items to make sure that I don't miss a keyword that I maybe might not have thought of. And that's how I came up with my title and my pricing. So we'll go back. Remember, we selected eBay and Etsy to copy our listing to. It opened a new tab for each item. So with the simple plan, your title, your pictures, and your item description will get carried over to each of the platforms. So you can see my title was crossed over. I'm going to double check the category. I'm going to list this in women's vintage clothing dresses. I can type in my condition description. All of my pictures crossed over. My brand, so eBay automatically picked this up in their AI based off my keywords. I can continue on to select my item specifics, my colors, and my item description crossed over. I can continue on and put my price. I can go ahead and select my return options, shipping, put in my weight, again, for eBay, promoted listings, volume, pricing, and list my item. And I can continue on to Etsy. Again, my title, my pictures, and my item description will carry over to Etsy. Scroll back up so you can see the pictures had crossed over. For Etsy, again, you will fill this out just like you normally would with tags, material, my price, my quantity, my SKU, variations, and shipping. I'm going to save that to the next plan. So again, with the List Perfectly Simple plan, you get to save your items in your List Perfectly catalog. I have created my listing, and I am able to cross-post to these platforms with my pictures, my title, and my item description crossing over to each platform. If we back up, you'll notice I can come here and refresh my page, and you can see that List Perfectly now shows me, and it takes me straight to my listing. If you scroll through your catalog, you can see some of the items that have been saved. You can see that this item happens to be listed on Mercari, Grailed, and Depop. You can just click the listing and it goes right to it. This is a great place to store your items, to cross-post them, to manage all of your inventory in one spot. I personally call my catalog my seller hub. So it's kind of like my seller brain. So I can kind of track, now that I'm a multi-channel seller, that I don't have to go site to site to find my items. What I'm going to do is I am going to unshare my screen really quick, and I'm going to go to the business plan. So with the simple plan, we had the image, title, and description that would cross over. With the business plan, you get a little more information included in your plan that will cross even more information to the platforms with more options. One of the things that I want to point out is auto image resize is not included with the simple plan, but it is for the business and pro plan. This helped me a lot when I took my listing straight from eBay. I had the older version of, I had my pictures taken in like a rectangular mode and not a square mode, which we know a lot of other platforms want. What this auto image resize does is List Perfectly takes my image, maintains its size, and adds a white border so that when I do cross to platforms such as Etsy, Poshmark, it will show it in the square mode without distorting my pictures. And you can see here it goes down and does include a little more. This is the List Perfectly business plan. Again, the main menu is exactly the same. You can go to My Products. Again, My Products is my catalog. I can add a product from scratch if I like. For the sake of this demo, I went ahead and, went to my WorthPoint, got all of my information for my listing, and I have preloaded this for the sake of time. The same item I can cross post. We're going to do the same two platforms, eBay and Etsy. What this is doing is it's opening a new tab. We missed this with the simple plan, but List Perfectly opens a new tab for each platform that you choose. The reason that they do this is so that me, the seller, I have total control of my listing. I get to review it before it's published. I get to come in here, my title crossed over. eBay picked the category. For this category, the condition's not applicable. My photos are loading. I'm live, it's going to load a little bit slow. Again, I can fill out my item specifics. And it has also crossed over my item description. This time, it's brought over my price, my quantity. I'm able to go ahead and list my shipping, boost my items, and we're live. This is the lovely thing about live demos, right? So while that's loading, I think that it's hung up because we're streaming. We will just come on to Etsy. Again, my picture's uploaded, my title. I can fill in my about this listing, the category, my tags are pre-filled. That is part of the business plan. My material filled in, that's part of the business plan that was pulled over. My price pulled over, my custom SKU pulled over. Quantity. And I could go ahead and fill out my shipping and list my item live. We're going to come back to this eBay. So what's different between the simple and the business plan? From our chart, we can see this listing form looks a little bit different. We have my title. I can do show all titles. For different platforms, they have different amount of characters that are allowed for your title. What List Perfectly does is I can come in here, I've created my listing so that my titles are ready to go for each platform. I filled out my description, my brand, my color, my material, and my size. I also have a spot where I can fill in all of my tags and keywords, my cost of goods. This is going to be for analytics, which I'm going to show you in the Pro plan. It's going to be the same for Business and Pro. My price, if I had the MSRP, I could add that in. My custom SKU, so I know that this item is located in tote 96. My UPC if it has one, and my quantity. So that listing form looks a little bit different than the simple plan. We're going to try eBay one more time. Again, List Perfectly opens a tab. My title is crossed over. The category. My UPC does not apply. My condition does not apply. I can fill in my item specifics. My material crossed over. My size crossed over. My item description has crossed over. My price, my quantity, up here too, the custom label crossed over. I can fill out my shipping. And publish my item. Another difference between the simple and business plan, see that I crossed over one item. I can refresh the screen here and it'll show that it's listed on eBay. Let's say that wasn't listed and I was sitting here and I want all of these. I can do this in bulk. So this is the bulk cross posting. Start selecting the items that I want to cross post. Stop, select platforms. If you want to do one, you can pick multiple. For this, we'll do this, bulk cross post, stop, eBay, Etsy, and it will open a new tab for each item on each platform for you to fulfill all of the requirements for each platform. I'm not going to actually list all of these to all of the platforms because this will be a very long demo. Next, I'm going to show you the Pro plan.
Someone just made a comment that this can be time consuming.
You know what? Cross-posting to multiple platforms can be time consuming. It can also be very rewarding. You know, they're on a daily basis. I ship out between 2 and 3 platforms on sales. So yeah, as you do grow your business and you do get across multiple platforms, it does take more time because you're doing more work. For me, my eyes are getting seen to more buyers. I stop and I think about, there are buyers that are very loyal to just Etsy that will not shop on another platform. There are buyers that will only shop on eBay and won't shop on Grailed. There are buyers that will only shop on Poshmark and not Tradesy. So for me, it was important to expand my business as I learned more about these platforms, really to realize that and realize that I really want more eyes on my items and able to get more sales. And it has helped me, but you're right. It does take more time because it's more work.
Yeah, now I actually just caught the end of her question that it started off with, if you list once, it appears you still need to complete some information about each item because each platform has different requirements. You have to check to see what crosses over. It is not 100% in the simple business or pro plan. Is this true?
That's true. And as you saw in the first, or in that slide, you know, the simple plan does your title, your pictures, and your item description.
Yeah.
Everything. So, and that's really for me, I've been on all 3 plans. When I started with List Perfectly, I started using them in the beginning. And have kind of grown with them, and my business has grown with them. I started out with the simple plan because really that was I just wanted a way to get all of my pictures crossed over. So for me, pictures, title, and item description was kind of a heavy lift, knowing that it wasn't going to fill everything out. As you go on to the business plan, I'll just show you really quick. We'll just bring it up. So as you come onto the business plan, it does cross over more of those items. So you get your image, your title, your description, plus your price, MSRP, UPC, color, size, material, keywords, brand, quantity, and SKU get crossed over across all platforms. With the Pro plan, you can see it does even more. So as you go up in levels, more and more information does get crossed over. So that's really a business decision. I know I have friends that use the simple plan because really they just need a place to park their items, and it makes it really easy to cross post with just the image, title, and description. I have friends that only cross post to 2 platforms, so say eBay and Etsy, and that's totally manageable for them. I have other friends that are on 10 platforms. So it is that time consuming and filling out those little things. List Perfectly doesn't do it all, but it does a lot of the heavy lifting to be able to get your items onto the platforms in a more efficient and more fast way. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and then for a beginner, do you suggest the simple plan? This is monthly, correct?
This is monthly, and it's prorated. There's no contracts. They don't do like an annual subscription. It is simply month to month.
For those of you that are on eBay like myself, and then I was brand new to this as well, but because of this program, I was able to quickly get my items listed to Etsy. And that was my starting point, and that's what sold me on the program.
Yes, so for a beginner, it really depends on how you want to use List Perfectly, because there's 2 different ways you can use List Perfectly. I'm only showing you one for now.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to use the catalog, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Like, do I want to do everything in the catalog? Some people are like, I don't want to. I want to go straight from eBay to Etsy, and those are my only 2 platforms, and I have no need to park my listings anywhere, and that's okay. List Perfectly lets you do that, and I'm going to show that at the end. My short answer for now is going to be, for the beginner, it depends on what your goal is. So it depends. And I'll show you with the Pro plan, because I'm going to go back and show you some other cool stuff with this. So this is the menu for the Pro plan. Again, I'm going to use the same exact dress. This listing form is totally different. You are going to get your titles, the same as the other, if you want to go ahead and do that. I like to do that because when it comes time to cross post, I'm not messing around with the title. It's done. The description, all of these, specifics are here. You'll also see the intended for. You will also get a condition note, conditions. This is the condition note. This will also appear, so in eBay, and I'll show you at the top where it says condition information, this will cross post there and in your item description. If you want, you can just type your entire item description right here in this short box. With the Pro plan, they give you a pro description, which is optional. I choose to use this because it shows up in a formatted bullet text format. So this is how I do my listing from there. I can do the pattern, season, care, made in, or you can just do the bullet or line details. They also have a customizable area for measurements. So I can call this whatever I want. Since for this clothing item, I choose approximate unstretched measurement. I can customize each of these. So if I have a coffee mug that I want to list, I can, handle length, circumference, all of that's there. These measurements will also convert to centimeters if you want it to where it'll show you both inches and centimeters. There's a spot for bottom description. Some sellers use this for anything additional. Your last line that you want to put out comes from a smoke-free, pet-free home. Just like we saw in the business plan, keywords are tags, cost of goods, price, SKU, MSRP, UPC, and quantity. You also get this box for shipping. So you can put in your zip code, the weight, package length, your package size, and customizations. So I like to do mine in bullet points, and I like to display both inches and centimeters, and I get to preview that, what my listing is going to look like. There is also a spot for seller notes, and I'll show you really quick what this does. This is going to be a note just for myself in the List Perfectly catalog. This is not going to show on my listings, and it will not show on any platforms. I can also mark this as a draft. I have friends that I personally don't use this. This is an added benefit. This is kind of what I love about this is you don't have to use all the features. You can use some. I have friends that use this that have virtual assistants. So that will come in here and type up their listings, put it in the draft folder, so that when they go to list, all they have to do is go to their draft folder, see all of their unlisted work, and put them live. So the only thing that I changed on this was the seller notes. Will not display in listing. It will show right here for notes. Again, like the business plan, if I wanted to, I could select as many as I want. Or just one. For this demo, I think we've seen that. We'll do eBay, Etsy, copy. Again, the titles crossed over, the categories crossed over. It's going to import my pictures. I can fill out my item specifics. My material has crossed over. My item description has crossed over. My price, quantity, and my weight and package dimensions have all crossed over. I can boost my item if I would like. I want to make sure I filled this out. And I can list my item and move on to Etsy. Again, the pictures, like somebody mentioned, you do have to fill out some of these items, which is why List Perfectly opens a new window for each item. So for Etsy, these do have to be filled out on your own. The category, go ahead and choose all of those. Your occasion, your holiday. My description crossed over. Excuse me. My tags crossed over. My price, my quantity, my SKU, and my shipping information has crossed over also. And I can publish my listing to Etsy. Again, I can come over here and refresh, and I can see where all of my items are listed. One of the things that we talked about earlier was analytics. So I'm actually going to come to this screen here, and you can come to Sales Analytics. What this does is it helps me look at items that is sold in the current month and the current year per platform. What this does is this tells me how well is each marketplace performing based on my sales. How do I get these sales analytics? Back when we looked at our listing, there is a section for the Business and Pro plan called Inventory and Sales. Do you remember earlier we put in the cost of goods? That's my cost of goods. When my item sales, I can come to Inventory and Sales. This item is currently listed on eBay. I can mark this item sold. We'll step back and say, let's say this was listed on eBay and Etsy. I can push sold and OK. What List Perfectly is going to do is it's going to open a new window for each platform, and it's going to remove the item on the platforms that it did not sell on. From here, as you can see, it opened up eBay for me. And I can end my listing. I will mark that it's sold on eBay. Let's just say that my fees for selling this dress was, I have to make something up here, $5. It cost me $7 to ship it, and I sold it for $60. It will show me my profit. List Perfectly takes all of this information, your cost of goods and your sale price, and that is how they record your sales analytics. For me, it's just a great snapshot to see how each marketplace is performing. For instance, I was on an additional platform and I thought I was doing pretty good, but I could sit back and look at the time that I was spending on that platform versus my sales, and I wasn't doing quite as well on that platform that I thought I was. So I was able to just take my listings off that platform and focus on another one that was performing for me. And that is the sales analytics. You can download CSV file for your sales also. That includes a link to your pictures also on that file. So I said that there was one other way to use List Perfectly. This sounds like a lot. I know this is a lot to take in, especially for somebody that has not considered cross-posting. Oh gosh, on the spot, can't remember if it's Depop or Grailed. They actually require you to do your first listing on their platform before you cross-post. So for two reasons: A, so you can set up your account, and B, so that you get a feel for what that platform requires of you. And I will back up. This is kind of a cool thing that I really like about List Perfectly is List Perfectly, if you can see all of that, they're not tied to my accounts. So I don't have to give List Perfectly my login information and whatnot. When I cross-posted, it goes to whatever account I'm signed into. So for instance, I have 2 eBay accounts. If I wanted to list that same dress to both accounts, I could do that. All I have to do is go to eBay, sign out of account 1, sign into account 2. Then I go to List Perfectly and do the cross-posting. It's whatever account you're currently signed into. So if you have 2 eBay accounts, you can use it that way. 2 Poshmark closets. I know people that do that. They have their 2 closets for the 2 different demographics.
Barbara, our friend Barbara, said, last year I tried to use the simple plan. I could not understand how to make it work for my business. Just 2 weeks ago, I upgraded to the Pro plan, and I've been able to triple the number of listings I have on Etsy by cross-posting them from eBay to the List Perfectly catalog and to Etsy. So it's easy and quick, and I know it's going to help my business grow. Thanks for sharing that, Barbara.
Congratulations.
That was good. Teresa Cox, welcome. She actually just pointed out that Etsy requires your first listing on their platform. Vanessa wants to know, why would you have 2 eBay accounts?
So I have 2 eBay accounts because I have, as if you can see behind me, I have all of my inventory here. And I am also working with another company to where some of my inventory in my second store is actually the fulfillment center. So I have the actual product, but it's located in a center where somebody else fulfills it for me. So some sellers want to have some of their inventory separated, whether it be totally different product, whether it be a niche product. For this instance, I was beta testing a program.
On mine, basically, I would just go to an active listing. And what I loved about this is I use Google Chrome. And so Chrome has the match for List Perfectly. So I could just go into, see all of these tabs appear right to the left automatically. And I just thought this was the like coolest thing in the world. So I have a bunch of marbles listed right now. Let me just do a marble. And I already have some of these marbles listed on Etsy, but I'll just take one. Oh, I do. Okay, and then once you're logged in, you can go back, and then now you can see all of the tabs say edit. I'm having a little slow. There we go. So now I'm back to my eBay dashboard of active listings, and then I can just pick out which ones I want to go list directly. And I'll just pick out a marble here, and then I click on it, and then I would select which platform I want to list it on. So we'll just start with Etsy. I've actually joined, because of List Perfectly, I joined all of them. So I joined, and I've been an eBay freak for, 23 years. So it was kind of awkward for me to, test the waters on I felt like a cheater. But I
do every day because I love eBay. I do.
I feel like I'm cheating on eBay. But I wanted to try it. And the main reason, to be honest with you, I wanted to try it was because so many people were asking me how to do it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to, suck it up and I'm going to learn these other platforms. And little did I know I was going to make money while I was at it.
Yes.
So, and then I've never discovered Mercari before. I didn't even know about Mercari or these other places.
So this is my active listings page. I just went to, these are the two that I just listed. Double listing, yeah, let's go ahead and I'll end that after this broadcast. So I do have I'm signed into the pro plan right now so that I can bulk cross post. Two things that you can do from here. So see how I've got the cross listing tool, and then that one says copied. I can come here and let's say I want to cross post this and this to Poshmark. I can copy it. List Perfectly is going to open a tab to Poshmark for each of those items and go directly from eBay to Poshmark. Don't even have to go into the List Perfectly catalog. And depending on what plan you're subscribed to and depending on what information is entered is what will cross over. So again, the simple plan with the title, description, and photos, or with the pro plan, everything, that big long laundry list that's listed of things that will cross over. As long as it's on that platform, it'll cross over. So this is my Poshmark account. I'll just type in dress, fix my title. My description's crossed over. I'm just going to click my category, women's dresses. So the size, so List Perfectly, because I typed in estimated 10 or 12, that's not in the Poshmark catalog, right? So List Perfectly is going to tell me, hey, there's no size match. It's giving me a warning. So I can fix that. It does not have tags. So Sears is not a brand that they have, but that's what it is. So I'm going to leave it. I could add tags. So remember when I showed you the catalog and it asked MSRP? Poshmark requires you to fill this out. I put 0 if it's not new with tags. I can offer a shipping discount. It's for sale. And I can publish it. While that's loading, I just go to the next item. Same thing. Select the category. select the size, Poshmark. Don't need the catalog at all.
Can you
So
upload it from eBay to Posh or to List Perfectly and add it to your catalog?
I sure can. So, and that's what I was going to say for beginners. So the question was asked, what's the best plan for beginners? That's going to depend on how you would like to use List Perfectly. Not everybody uses the catalog, and that's okay. I choose to do it because I can end listings, just kind of do all of my listings in there. Not everybody likes to. Some people are like, I just want to go straight from eBay to Etsy, and that's okay. Here's a little thing that, because I used to do it this way. I would come here, so let's say I just listed this robe on Poshmark, edit this here, and I just put a P for Posh. So I know that this item, if this sells on eBay, I know that it's listed on Poshmark. I need to go take it down. Let's say I'm a new user and I have 300 items in eBay, but I want to use the List Perfectly catalog because I want to be able to fill in my tags and I want to be able to end my items across all platforms, right? You select the items that you want to bring into your List Perfectly catalog. And instead of choosing a platform, you will choose List Perfectly and copy.
I didn't even realize that.
And that will put your item directly into List Perfectly. There's a couple different ways to do this. Like I said, I can seriously sit here and talk about all these different things for 3 hours. I've been on every plan and I've learned I don't just know this stuff because I studied it. I started before they had all of these features. So kind of as they have added stuff, so see, we're streaming live and it's gonna go slow.
Yeah.
And I picked too many items, but it's going. So it's not like I know this stuff. I've learned this as time has progressed and they've added these things. So if you are on eBay and you want to use that catalog like I've shown you, so we love eBay, right, Dana? So much. I love them, but who can forget PictureGate, right? When listings go missing or pictures go missing, we kind of wish we had a backup. That's what a lot of
Yeah.
people use List Perfectly for, and that's why they import that into your catalog. Even if you only cross post to one platform, it is a spot to hold it all. It is unlimited.
Is there a limit? Or is
No,
there how long it'll be kept?
nope. As a matter of fact, I've seen users ask List Perfectly saying, hey, I've had a health crisis. I need to shut down for 3 months. I have 3,000 items in your catalog. Am I going to lose them? List Perfectly maintains them. You can shut your subscription down and come back 3 months later and reactivate it, and everything will be there.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a lot. For each listing, you can have up to 30 photos, even though some platforms only allow 4. It's a great place to hold it. And then as you remember seeing in my catalog, I can see where everything's listed. I can end my listings from there. So I'll just go ahead and show you 2.
Wow. All I could think about is all the listings that I've lost in my draft folder.
Yeah. So as you see that it's working on importing this one now. So it's imported. Remember we marked that one as sold, but it imported this one. As you can see, that SKU that I changed to put the P for Poshmark, it uploaded that, my price, and it went ahead and loaded the platform. And if I wanted, I could come in here and, okay, so this is on the business plan right now, is what I'm signed into. So if you're on the business plan, this is how it's going to upload into List Perfectly. And of course, we went from eBay to List Perfectly, but eBay doesn't hold your cost of goods. So if I wanted to, I could come in here and enter that information and save it. Oh my gosh, okay. So again, I could go deep into the woods. So List Perfectly is an extension and it is customizable. You can come to your extension and to your settings, and you have all these choices of things that you can select from. If you are importing into List Perfectly and you want to optimize every listing into your catalog for cross-posting at a later time, you can open Do Not Automatically Save Listing when imported to List Perfectly. So you saw that I just took things from eBay and put them into my List Perfectly catalog, and it just showed like this, right? It just imported it, it saved it, it closed it out, it's done. If I choose Do Not Automatically Save Listing, I can come to here and let's just say I want to import that. So here you go, Dana. Let's say we want to, in this tab, settings, because this is customizable. Do you see that show copied status?
Mm-hmm.
You can see what's been copied into my catalog already.
Oh, wow. So you can customize that.
You can customize that. So let's say I was in the middle of doing 15 and then the doorbell rang and I lost track.
Yeah.
And then I came down and did 30 more. And then I went and did the dishes. And then I came back. I'm like, oh, I can't remember. Don't worry about it. Just come to your settings, show copied status. It'll show you what you've copied already.
Wow.
So, but for this do not automatically save, what'll happen, let's just say I bring this into my catalog. It's going to open this tab. I said, it's going to open this tab, internet. And it's just going to open this page and leave it open for you. So that if I wanted to, I could optimize my title for each platform. I can enter my keywords. I can enter my cost of goods and my MSRP and save it myself. So that when I go to cross post it, oh, I missed something, okay. So that when I go to cross post it, it's ready. I don't have to do anything else.
Nice.
We just had a panel about, I'm trying to find my screen here. I've got way too many tabs open.
Oh, look at you.
First month with Power Selling Mom. As you can see here, heroin is on here. It's coming at sometime in June. List Perfectly.
What is that? I'm not familiar with it.
So what heroin is, so it is the sister site to Grailed, and Grailed is men's high-end and streetwear fashion. That's kind of their target audience. And heroin is the sister site to that. So it's kind of the same thing, but for women.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
well,
women's
exciting.
Clothing, shoes, and accessories, streetwear, high-end, everything in between. But that is their target market. Here, this is what I tell people. And I don't want to be sales pitchy, but I value my time. So if I'm interested in cross-posting and if I'm interested in List Perfectly and I just want to try it out really quick for $30, I'm going to say use this Power Selling Mom code for 30% off your first month and go with the business plan for the first month. The reason being, if you wanted to do like we just showed, go from, let's just say your main platform's eBay, and you wanted to import everything into your List Perfectly catalog, or you wanted to go to eBay and bulk cross-post everything onto Etsy, Mercari, whatever. Remember, the simple plan lets you do one by one. The business and pro plan includes bulk cross-posting. So you're able to do more than one at once. Okay, so the bulk cross-posting feature. That's kind of my, at least for the first month, and then reassess where you're at from there. With List Perfectly, you can downgrade, upgrade at any time you want. So my thing is use that code and do yourself a favor, do the business plan. Really, if you and your business can handle it, do the pro plan, because it does do that, especially going from eBay to Etsy, it's pulling in your weights, which is pretty important. So you're not going back and forth between screens.
Yeah. And
So that's
time is
saving
money.
time. Time really is money, especially when you're trying to bulk do it.
Yeah.
You know, like trying to get 300 listings done in a week or 2 days or a day even.
Yeah.
You can do that. So that's kind of when somebody asked what's great for a beginner, if you're going to start off and bulk cross post or bulk import into your List Perfectly catalog, I highly recommend the pro plan. But if the business plan is fits in with your business needs, do that. And then reassess at your month to see if, hey, I'm making all this other money because now I'm on 3 platforms. I'm going to up to the pro plan, or I'm happy where I'm at. I think that I could go down to the simple plan. You can do that too. And you can always change your mind and go back to the business plan.
Yes, I've actually swapped around a few times since I joined, and now the pro plan is definitely the way to go. When I first started, of course, it was the simple plan, and then it was like I need more. And I'm a busy person. I've got a lot of things that I juggle between WorthPoint and eBay, and I'm a grandma now, and there's things that you want to do. So you want to make your business time as profitable as possible. So the capability to be able to go across several sites is just awesome, I think, in such a short amount of time. So it's worth every penny in my book. So I'm a fan, and everybody that knows me knows I don't promote anything I don't believe in. That's a fact. I get people contact me, will you promote my product? You'll make $50. You promote my product. And I'm like, but your product sucks. I can't do it. So,
well, I had probably have 30 referral codes to whatever, and I probably used 2 of them.
Yeah.
List Perfectly, WorthPoint, well, 3 in Photo Room. So I'll put that out. But those are really the only 3 that I use that I will really endorse, right?
Yeah.
Like you, I did Simple Business Pro. I don't know about you, Dana, but my listing flow. So I just list into the List Perfectly catalog and put everything on eBay. And then when I get a chance, like in the evenings or when I wake up in the morning, then I'll just come into my catalog, bulk cross post to the platforms, 15 minutes and I'm done. I don't think about it.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and everybody has a system. Some people are like, well, I'm just going to list to eBay and then I'm going to wait 2 weeks and then I'll cross post it to one platform. And that's okay too. Some people will use List Perfectly. Hey, I've got 500 items in my eBay store. I want to take all of my, I don't know, soccer cleats because I normally sell coffee mugs. I want to take all my soccer cleats and put them in a different eBay account. You can go through, take those soccer cleats, put it in List Perfectly, log out of that main eBay account, log into your soccer cleats unlimited because I'm cool.com eBay account, and then cross post them into that.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just so many different ways to use it. Like I said, I could talk about this for hours, but the List Perfectly YouTube channel
is your best friend.
I just did some video. Yeah, I just did a bunch of videos and it shows every marketplace on every plan.
Thank you again, Liz. Thanks everybody for joining us. All right, until next time, I'm Dana Crawford. Liz, okay.
And I'm Liz.